Welcome back, Stasa23 here, back again with some knife therapy, and today's knife is the Bestech Texel. You can find the Texel at vendors like White Mountain Knives, DLT Trading, Blade HQ, and the Texel comes in at $52. This is a collaborative design with Adam Purvis. Adam Purvis dabbled in the custom knife making for a while, and now he mainly makes custom pocket clips, like Timeaxis pocket clips for certain knives. And I got to meet Adam at Blade Show last year, I think the year before that as well. Super nice guy, and talked to him for a while, and a lot of his designs spoke to me. I think I own 3 of his designs right now, this being one of them. The Texel was designed after his progeny model. As you can see, it's got the same exact blade, and Bestech did their collaboration part on it and changed up the handle design a little bit. Me personally, I like the handle better on this one, and the flipping action better on this one compared to mine. And the price tag is, of course, way more budget friendly than the regular model. This one was also made by Bestech, but it was branded under Adam's brand. Let's take a closer look at this knife right here. You have a total length of 7.5 inches, so it's a medium-sized EDC. Let's see, get a close up of this. Oh, still got some funk on it from doing my testing. You have this nice sheepfoot blade with a high flat grind on it. Looks like a two-tone finish. You got satin on the primary and the swedge up here, and the flats have been stone washed. Nice job. You have Bestech logo here, and on this side you have Adam's logo right there. I think that's a really cool looking logo. And the blade steel on this is D2. This is ground pretty nice. It runs, the thinnest portion is around 16 thousandths, and the thickest portion toward up here in the front is around 18 thousandths. So it's performed pretty well in the slicing category. It's got a nice, well executed sharpening choil. As you can see, it clears the plunge line. Plunge line's right there. Love to see that. Let's close this up. You have jimping on the flipper tab right there. And I like how the flipper tab is kind of canted back that way. Unlike on the original, it's kind of almost straight up, as you can see. And it's just a more natural feeling, especially for that light switch. You just pull back on it. Detent's dialed in nicely. It's riding on bearings. And if you wanted to, you can also push button it, but you get about the same flip. You do have jimping up top, but it's not really that functional. It's more aesthetics. As you can see, it's sitting below the scales right here. And it's not real deep, and it's been rounded over. Not a problem for me. I'm not a jimping guy. Close it back up again. Let's see what I wanted to tell you. Okay, let's go into the handles. You have JG10 scales on this, with some very mild, like a peel ply texture on there. As you can see, it lends itself to give you a little bit of grip, but it's not gonna tear up your pockets, or at least it hasn't on my pockets. You have decorative pivot with the B for Bestech right there. Flip it over, you have a Torx T8 on this side. You have Torx T6 for the body screws. I don't love that. They easier to strip out, but what can you do? You do have a lanyard hole that's built into the back spacer. That's also G10. It is tip up, right hand only. And it's not a deep carry clip, but let's see how much sticking out. There's some jeans. There you go. And a good bit sticking out, but easy to get out. You just grab onto those clip screws. Easy. It's good retention. Goes in and out of the pocket nicely. The ramp's not too high right there to where it's poking into your palm when you're using it. Open it back up. It is heavily skeletonized in there to save on weight. Let's see how much this knife weighs. Before we do that, look at a blade length, so all the people that like that ounce and inch, you can see how close you are. It's right at 3 1/4, which that's kind of a bummer because that makes it not legal in a bunch of areas that have 3-inch blade laws. So it'd been nice to see it, you know, slim down to 3 inches or 3 1/2 inches, one of the two. Let's close it up. Let's see. So 3.53 ounces, that's pretty good. It's real close to that ounce and inch. Definitely does it for me. No problems whatsoever in that category for me. You have good blade to handle ratio. You're not gonna touch that tip when it's closed. And the blade's buried far enough in there, you're not gonna cut yourself also in the back side of the blade whenever it's closed. Let's see, open it up again. The ergos, I found that they're pretty good. It's just basically flat right here, and you have large chamfers on the sides that gives it that 3D effect. That is almost like it's rounded. So that's definitely a nice thing. You do have flow through construction, so if you want to clean it out, you just blow it out any junk that you might get in there. To disengage that lock bar, as you can see, the lock protrudes higher than the show scale. You do have some jimping up there. Easy access to that lock bar to disengage it. Your lockup, or my lockup on this one, is around 45%, close to 50. Not bad at all. You have no up and down, no left to right, and pretty good action. It's definitely gotten smoother the more I used it, and the more I opened and closed it. I haven't torn it down. I just wanted to see how that action would break in, and it's pretty good. Now I have a medium-sized hand, and as you can see, I don't have a whole lot left sticking out, but I like how it's wider. Like I said, on the Progeny, see how it gets skinny back there. So whenever I'm squeezing, it feels funny that I'm trying to hold on to that back part of that scale. And as you can see, they fixed that by flaring it out this way and giving you a wider access in the back. So find that it's easier for me to hold on to the Texel. But overall, I've been thoroughly enjoying it. I've sharpened it, I think just once so far. It holds a pretty decent edge. Let me show you some competitive options and size comparisons. First up, we got the Honey Badger. That's the medium size. It's a little bit shorter than the Texel, not by much. Got the Civivi Hooligan. And as you can see, the Hooligan is a little bit shorter. And these are both D2 knives. You got the CRKT Ruger LCK. These two are almost identical in length, and they have that same blade shape, pretty much that reverse Tonto or sheet foot blade, except this one is a nice, thin, super lightweight knife. I like this one a lot, and I find myself liking that blade shape a good bit. And then you have the Spyderco Delica. The Delica is a good bit shorter. Not a bunch, but probably about a 1/4 inch to an inch shorter. Half inch. So overall, I've been thoroughly enjoying this knife. if you didn't watch my top 10 knives under $100 for 2019, this one definitely made that list. I've carried it a bunch, used it a bunch, and I see it sticking around in the collection. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up so I know you're enjoying the content. And if you like my videos in general and you're not already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my content. I try to do at least 2 to 3 videos a week. All right, guys and girls, hope everybody's having an absolute wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.